Hi, I'm Nick Shell. I assume you're watching this video because you saw me perform my newest song here on this channel, which is I Can't Sit Still. If you haven't seen me perform that song, you can check the link below and you can see me perform it just moments ago. So a tradition I do here is every time I write a new song, I like to make a video afterwards explaining what inspired to write that song. Sometimes it's more straightforward than others. I think this one's pretty straightforward, but I at least want to tell what inspired the song I Can't Sit Still, which I probably wrote at the very beginning of this year, but it's taken this long to really get it just right. And specifically too, I moved, so I'm no longer shooting these videos in my garage in Tennessee. I moved to Alabama now, so now it's in this bathroom, and it's got, I think, really good recording quality to be recording a live acoustic song in one take. So earlier this year, I was doing laundry and I heard my wife on the phone, and she was in some kind of interview where they said, okay, tell me about your family. So when she got to me, she said, oh, my husband, he can't sit still. He's always got to be moving. He's always got to be doing something. And I had not heard myself described that way before, especially by my wife. So I thought about that and I was like, is that really what it's like to be me? Am I really that way? If you live in a house with me, would that be the first thing you say? So I realized, I guess the answer is yes. So here's the lyrics. I can't sit still. I hate the way it feels. I'm wide awake. I could go all day. I can't sit here. It's time to stand still. I'm out running the clock and I love how it feels. So that's the chorus of it. And ultimately, if you've been watching any of my Enneagram videos, I have said that I'm Enneagram 9, wing 8. The way I look at it is I'm always facing challenges that I can overcome, so that then I can chill out and do nothing or do whatever projects it is that I want to do. So that's my inspiration in life, is Enneagram 9 wing 8. And I think that it's pretty evident in the lyrics of the song. The first verse says, I allow no time for the 7 deadly sins. I'm not tempted by low-hanging fruit. I'm pulling all the stops and I'm picking all the locks. I'm pursuing higher altitudes. Specifically what I want to point out the part where I say I'm not tempted by low-hanging fruit. Over the past year or so, I had looked back on the 10 Commandments, I looked back on the 7 deadly sins and realized I'm just at a point in my life specifically where they just don't even seem interesting to me. And I think that's part of maturing as a person, and you end up getting a lot more control of your life when you're not a slave to anything that you see show up in the 10 Commandments or the 7 deadly sins. And so having that focus allows me to see even more clearly what I'm wanting to do with my life. And then I say, I can't sit still. I've just got to move these bones. I might have ADHD and I'm finding this out on my own. That was also something that presented itself earlier this year too. Because I don't think of myself as having ADHD. I said, because I'm way too focused on everything. And someone who has ADHD told me, well, Nick, that's called hyper-focus. Instead of being scattered all over the place, you're very focused on exactly one thing at a time, and it's still ADHD. So, okay, do I have ADHD? I don't know for sure. I guess it doesn't really matter as long as I understand this about myself, what I have here in these lyrics. And then the second verse, I'll sleep when I'm dead, and even then I will bet I still won't know how to rest. I always need a good challenge while trying to balance all the thoughts running through my head. And again, that's sort of what I just explained in the Enneagram 9 wing 8 situation there. So that's the song. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't seen me perform it, then you can click the link below. And yes, that is part of the tub here. But when I have the guitar, it's not as obvious. It's not quite as obvious that this is actually a bathtub. And there's where the water comes out. But if I have a guitar right here, it just looks like a cool room. So there you go. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for watching me perform the song. You can click the link there to see me perform it and to leave a comment. Thanks for watching.